Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to cover a tool that is being used by over 1 billion users across the globe. And yet, most of them have been using it inefficiently. So let's see how AI, specifically Microsoft Copilot, can make using this particular tool more efficient and save us a lot of time. If you are in the corporate world or want to get a job, then stay tuned until the end because this is very important and can change your life. Before we get into Copilot with Excel, let's understand some stats. As per Gemini, we can see that massive global reach, right? Over 1.3 billion people, roughly 1 in 5 internet users worldwide, now rely on Excel for daily tasks. The corporate standard, a staggering 99% of business globally use Excel as their primary tools for data and accounting. Deep daily immersion. Office professionals spend nearly 40% of their total work hours inside Excel spreadsheets. That's a massive number, right? Widespread inefficiency. Despite its popularity, 57% of users admit to having only basic skills, and 70% of business people are not actually proficient in the tool. The productivity drain. The average user spend over 20 hours a month on manual data tasks, with many losing up to 10 hours a week on repetitive work that could be automated. Hidden costs of errors. Roughly half of all users struggle to make sense of their own data, often leading to manual errors that cost businesses millions annually. Now, if you want to be the top 1% of Excel users, then watch this video until the end because I'm going to share you some tips and tricks that can change the way you use Excel files from now on. Now let's open Copilot on Excel. Now, as we can see, we've got the work and the web version as with the other tools that we saw. But in this particular case, we will not be able to edit any Excel files, right? And most often we want to edit, we want to add formulas, we want it to analyze and so on and so forth, right? And for that, let's go to tools and add agent mode, right? Whenever you are in the agent mode, you can actually ask the agent to make some changes to your Excel file, okay? Let's mention add a table with a few columns to handle tasks with team members. Okay, let's see what are the columns it adds. You can see here, creating task table. I'm preparing a table for task management with columns like task ID, task name, assignee, priority, and more. I'll include a sample data, use appropriate formulas, and consider a few things. So you can see here, it has added task ID, task, owner, who is the owner of the task, priority, status, start date, due date, days remaining, progress 100% or whatever. This is a manual entry that we have to do. And then notes, completed drafting, waiting on access, and so on and so forth, right? Now, if you feel that this is already good enough, then it's great. But if you think that you need any changes, you can ask the agent to do that. Okay, for example, if we go to the date field, then it is a formula. But let's ask it to make this as date field itself, right? So I'll ask it to make these columns as date fields. Make the date columns as date fields instead of formulas. Wondering about data? I'm working through the start date and due date columns, translating formulas to values and ensuring proper Excel operations for optimal results. Exactly. Now it has smartly done this as drop down, which is good. Priority is also a drop down, which is good. Now you can see here, this is date columns, right? It was formula before. Now it has also added a couple of columns. I don't know why. So there you go. We can see that this has been changed to dates instead of formulas. And it had smartly added the status as drop down, priority as drop down as well. Okay. And ask it to add 15 more rows of dummy data. So adding and refining. Let's wait. And there you go. You can see that dummy rows have been added. Of course, if you don't want dummy rows, you can add your own data. I am just adding this so that we can go to the next step of analyzing the data. Now, let's ask, could you analyze the data and share some insights? So in a few seconds, it'll analyze the entire data and give us the details. And there you go. It has actually added the details over here, right? So task insights, status, not started, in progress, blocked, done, total. So we have total 20. And this is not right. Let's wait and see. It's investigating formula issue. And there you go. It has corrected the formulas and it says open is 16. Okay, so open means anything which is not closed, which is not done. And that's why it is 16 and this is 4. Amongst open, not started is 5, in progress is 6 and blocked is 5. Okay, so sum of all of this is 16, which is pretty right. And then we have owner. Elias has got 3, Bob has got 3, Carol has got 3, Dan has got 3 and Eb has got 4. Okay, so if you sum it up, that will become 16, right? And these are only open tasks, by the way. And total task is 20, completed is 4, open, like it has given some percentage as well over here. And it has also added some graph over here. Now this is amazing, isn't it? So you just asked it to analyze the data and give you some insights. Now, the beauty is, let me go and add a new task, right? So let me make it as 21. Okay, so sample task, let's say 21. And let's add it to Dan, medium. Now you can see that this data is automatically getting updated, right? So let me put this as blocked. And you can see block changed from 5 to 6, right? And let me just get the same data over here. Okay, it's just copied. And days remaining will automatically become 50 because it's a formula, right? If I go to this one and change it to, let's say, 20th, this becomes 40. Okay, now progress, let's say it's just 20%. And manual comment edit. Okay, so as and when you keep updating your table, this stats will automatically get updated along with the graph as well, right? So open became 17 now. Not just that, now if I ask it to highlight the high priority ones, let's see what it does. I like the high priority tasks so that we will not mess. Now this is like talking to your team member who is an expert in Excel file, right? You just tell the agent what exactly you are looking for and it will do the exact thing on the Excel file. How cool is that? You don't have to understand any Excel formulas. You don't have to understand anything. All you have to know is what needs to be done. Okay, I'll say some cool tips which will make this even more efficient. Wait for it, right? You can see here it has highlighted the high priority tasks. Okay, you could give some color details as well. It could do that. Now, highlighting for the high priority task is not only for the existing one, right? So if I change the priority of this one to high, you can see that the entire row is highlighted. Now, let's exit the agent mode and move on, right? When I exit, it's showing me some options like analyze this workbook, give me interesting data insights. So let's ask it to do that. So you can see here, it is searching, navigating the tasks, taking the next steps, searching, coding and executing. And there you go. We've got all the details. Let me just expand this. You can see what's driving the current state, status mix, where work is stuck, all the statuses and how many number of them, owner level, workload and progress. Okay, you can see that over here. And if you like any of this, you can just click on add to new sheet. But keep in mind that this is a picture, right? It's not a dynamic graph. Okay, so it will be added as a picture. So just keep that in mind, right? And if you want to share this with anyone, you can download it as well. Okay, and priority distribution, all the details about your sheet will be shared over here, right? If you want any of this to be actually added to the sheet, you can go back to agent mode and ask it to create a graph of that particular data, right? And that will be added into this particular sheet, which will be dynamic. Let's close this up and let's go to Copilot, but app skills, not chat, right? And here you have some suggestions, like suggest a formula column. Let's try this. Okay, so it will check this data table for us and it will suggest us any formulas that may make sense. So let's wait and watch for it. Okay, so it says if days remaining is less than 0, then make it as yes or no, which means if it is already in the past or not. Okay, so you can highlight over here and it will show you how this would look like. Okay, and if you click on insert column, it will automatically add this particular column to our table. Okay, now this will depend on this particular option. It will never go below 0 because we have used the max of 0 due date minus today. Okay, whatever is the maximum number that will come up. Now if you want this to be changed, you can ask the agent to change it, or you can also ask the agent to highlight if it has gone below 0, right? If it is already past due date. So that can be done. You can also ask for new formulas. You can ask for suggest conditional formatting and so on and so forth. Let's go with some real data and check it out. So I'll go to this particular table and I will go to Copilot. Let's go to App Skills. Now I opened a new sheet, okay, which has some sales data, okay, or store related information. And now let me go to Copilot, and this time instead of going to chart, I'll go to App Skills, right? And we have some suggestions over here. Suggest a formula column. So let me use this. So it analyzes this entire table for us and suggest us if there is any formula that would make sense. So you can see here, it says net revenue could be one of the formula. Okay. Now, if I hover on insert column, it will show us the net revenue, right? If you want it, you can insert it. Now, what is this formula? It's basically the cost minus app fee minus Stripe fee. Okay, that's what this is. Now, if you want more formulas, you can ask, show a suggestion for a formula column. Okay, let's try one more thing. Let's see what it says. So it says store total net revenue. Now we've got a new thing, which is store total net revenue, which means store wise, what is the revenue, right? You can either insert the column or you can copy this and paste it over here. Okay, you can give a name to it. Now what it has done is it has calculated based on the store. So all the store 1 values is calculated and put it over here, and or the store 2 values are put in respective columns. Okay, now this is repetitive. Okay, so we don't need this. I'll just delete this one. Let's try something out. I'll go to sheet 2. Now I'll go to Copilot and I'll enable the agent mode. And I'll ask, analyze the data from sheet 1 and add store level revenue in sheet 2 as a table. Okay, so let's hit enter and wait for it. So it has started adding the table and we can see some issue here. So it should be able to fix this. Let's wait and watch. So you can see that it has got this one added. Of course, it kind of a little bit messed over here. So we can remove that and we have it over here. And there you go. We've got the store wise revenue. And let me go over here and change something. Let's say store 1 is 593.30. And let me just change this to 56.3. Okay, let's go here and you can see that the value has got changed, right? So this is dynamic. Okay, so you ask the agent to do whatever you want and it will do. Now let's look at one last example. So for that, I'm going to deals sheet. I'll go to Copilot and I'm going to ask it to add something. So I'm going to ask, add a column for quarter based on projected close. Okay, format like Q1, Q2 and so on and so forth. Let's see if it is able to add the column and the exact values. So now it has given me over here because I was not in the agent mode. So let me go to the agent mode and ask the exact same thing. I'm adding a quarter column to table with the projected close date. And there you go. So this is Q1, 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 Q3. That's right, because it is 7th month. And this is Q4, which is 12th month, right? And this is Q2. Yes, that's right. Now let me ask it for one more thing. And if you go to the formulas, you can see it's not a very simple formula, right? We have if error, Q, roundup, month, projected close, and so on and so forth. Let me ask for one more thing. Calculate commission. If status is 1 and deal value is over 20,000, it is 10% of deal value. If status is 1 and value is under 20,000, it is 5%, otherwise 0. Let's see if it is able to do this for us, because we are calculating based on the status and the deal value, right? So let's wait and check if it is able to do that. And there you go. We've got the values added over here. So this is 0 because it is negotiating. This is 1 and the deal value is 12,500. That's why it is 5%. Okay. And this is 750 because 15,001. And here we have this as 700 because this is 14,000. And this is 95,001. So it is 10%, which is 9,500. So you can see the formula added over here, right? So it's not just if and else conditions that can be added using agent, but you can actually ask it to do some complex calculations like this as well. I hope you saw the power of Copilot in Excel files. If you have not been using Copilot in Excel, please start using it today. You will save more than 80% of your time. And share it with your friends, families, and colleagues who use Excel file regularly so that they can also save time. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.